la la. Cheesy broccoli is just heaven. And then eat some more. More flavor, more comfort, more fun, more family, more joy, more color, and a little bit more spice. This is good mood comfort food. Today we are making one of my favorite weeknight dinners for fall. It is a very easy broccoli cheddar chicken couscous. I came up with this recipe years ago when I was making a side dish for my husband and I. Basically, you cook broccoli and cheddar and couscous all in one pot. It's creamy, it's melty, very, very delicious. But then the next day I had some leftover butternut squash that was a little bit sweet and spicy. I decided to mix that in and add some chicken. And somehow it became this magical meal that I come back to year after year. So let's get started and make my broccoli cheddar chicken couscous with butternut squash. We've got some cubed butternut squash. I like to buy this pre-cubed because it just makes things a little bit easier. So you're gonna add that to a baking sheet that's lined with parchment paper. A little bit extra in there, won't fit. And then I've got some olive oil, my Graza olive oil that I always use. Just like, how cute is this bottle? Not sponsored, but Graza, hey-o. Little maple syrup, just to sweeten this butternut squash a little bit. I don't advise using honey because a lot of times honey will burn in the oven, so don't do it. Don't do it. Chili powder, a little cayenne pepper, a little sweet heat, you know? If you're making this for kids, probably leave this out. Oh, okay. Whoopsie doodle. And then some garlic powder. You're just gonna toss this all together until the squash is fully coated in those spices. So let's bake this in the oven until the squash is nice and caramelized and perfectly fork tender. We are gonna start off by cooking some chicken. So I'm gonna bring a pan over a medium-high heat and add in some olive oil. I've got some cubed chicken here. Add that in. Then we're gonna season this with a little kosher salt and some freshly ground black pepper. Also a little paprika and some garlic powder. We're gonna continue cooking the chicken until it is no longer pink. This will probably take 5 to 7 minutes. Now when you're cooking chicken, I like to leave it undisturbed for a few minutes just to get a nice golden brown sear on the bottom of the chicken, and that will help to give it really, really nice flavor. La, 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 la. While your chicken is cooking, you're going to add water or chicken broth to a pot and put it over medium-high heat. You're gonna bring that to a boil, and we're gonna cook our couscous as the chicken cooks, just to get everything done all at once. Add a little salt to the couscous, and we'll wait for that to boil. What's nice about this recipe though is you can kind of time everything up so it comes out all at once. We've got the squash cooking, chicken cooking, couscous cooking. It all goes into this pot at the end and it becomes this cheesy one-pan goodness that you will want to devour ASAP. Oftentimes I will eat this straight out of the pan. It's that good. We're also gonna add the broccoli right into the pot with the couscous. Give it a little stir here. And we're gonna cook that for about 8 minutes until the water has absorbed. What's great about this recipe is that the broccoli steams right with the couscous. All right, I'm turning my chicken off because it is done. Looks really great. Nice and golden brown on the edges, perfectly cooked. So now what you're gonna do is add your couscous and broccoli right into the pot with the chicken. Perfectly fine if it has a little extra water in there because that's pasta water. The cheese is going to melt into that and it'll create a nice smooth sauce. So now we've got some sharp cheddar cheese that's going in. That looks so good. You're just gonna fold the cheese in and it's going to melt into everything. Look at that. It just reminds me of something I would have had when I was young, you know, like kind of like a broccoli rice cheesy dish. I felt like my mom made that a lot. Okay, here we go. Look at that. Beautiful. So now I'm going to add the squash in, which is a little bit hot still. The spatula. Just add that right in. And I love how it's salty, it's sweet, it's got that spice from the cayenne in there, and it's got all that nutrition from the broccoli. This is truly the most perfect one-pot dinner. It's not really a one-pot dinner, but in the end it is. Stir that in. This is beautiful. Now you can taste it right out of the pan. See what it's like. Add some more spices if you want. Add some more salt if you need it. Cheesy broccoli is just heaven. It's so good. Let's go plate this and then eat some more. Doesn't this look like the ultimate dinner? I'm telling you, as soon as you try this, you're gonna fall in love just as much as my family has. It's so creamy and cheesy, and we gotta get into it. Wow. The squash, a little bit of spice from that cayenne, broccoli. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is what I call a little good mood comfort food. Cheers.